Yo,
What it do, what it do, what it do.
it's your boys. We back again.
CL Cool.
And your boy Tez.
And this is Let's Talk About Smackdown, September the 16th, 2022.
Man, I'm going to tell you this.
Yes, sir.
The pace of this show was lovely.
Like, and this is the thing about it. This is all I've been wanting from a wrestling show. Like, I know every show is not going to be like Attitude Era greatness or, you know, like every show in the Attitude Era wasn't that great. No, let me stop lying. Yeah, it was. But I just want a consistent, good show. That's all I want.
That's it.
I don't need every show to be Raw after WrestleMania. I don't need every show to be, you know, Raw from 98 to the 2001. I don't need it to be that. I just need it to be a consistently good show. Mm-hmm. And even with Raw, because it's to me it's a task trying to put on a good Raw every week, a 3-hour Raw every week.
That's a lot of TV.
But just consistently good Raws is what I've been getting since Triple H's been there. That's all I ask for. Just good shows. Don't have to be the best. Don't have to be spectacular. Just good, consistent shows that, okay, I want to watch next week and see certain matches. Like the Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley match next week. I want to see that match.
I want to see it. At the same time, I'm worried.
Why?
Because right now, the Seth train is running. I don't know which direction it's going, but the Bobby thing was kind of like out of left field. Because I wouldn't expect it. This wasn't on the bingo card. Because he's still beefing with Riddle.
Yeah.
And of course, they're going to try to put that to bed because allegedly, they have backstage heat together. And they really, really, really aren't feeling each other right now. So we got to put Seth in the program to keep him pushing forward. And I hope that they don't let him get in the U.S. title division because my boy Bobby might be in trouble.
Okay. I'll get you on that. But this review, let's talk about, is about SmackDown. So let's get to that. And I don't think Bobby going to lose that belt anytime soon.
I mean, I don't want him to. I just don't want them to, pull a stunt. You know how I can go.
Yeah.
You already know how I can go. I mean, we'll get on that later.
All right, so to start off SmackDown, your boy Logan Paul starts off the show. He ain't my boy.
X-Pac go away heat. Oh, that's what Logan Paul got.
Why they keep trying to push him as he's a good guy? Because he's not a good guy.
The dude is not even a good guy on his platforms. So for the WWE to push him as, I don't know, this baby face, this lovable baby face, it's like even the fans, they wanted him so much last night.
Because, like, okay, so when he first came into WrestleMania, okay, that's what's up. You see, he surprised us with his ability, to do what he did in the ring. Okay.
Yeah.
That's whatever. Okay, then you turn on the Miz at WrestleMania. And then SummerSlam, you get your revenge. People can understand that. Okay, that's whatever. You're fighting the Miz. Yep. Okay, you're fighting middle card, kind of, in that range, right? Mm-hmm. So whatever. But really calling out Roman Reigns? Really?
Yeah, that was a little much. Like, I could see him coming out, calling out Shinsuke, or calling out Ricochet, which ironically Ricochet came to his aid. But you go for the man that has pretty much ran WWE as a whole for the past 2 years. You go from feuding with the Miz to going straight to the top.
And I understand, like, because on one hand, I'm not upset about it. I shouldn't be worked up about it because they're going to Saudi Arabia. It's like kind of one of those shows to where it's across seas. So it's like, so I get it on one hand.
Yeah.
But it just isn't logical to me. Like, why are you facing Roman Reigns? Like, I would have put him up against Sami Zayn or even Solo if you wanted to do, but not Roman.
Yeah, I mean, because we already know what's gonna happen, and he talking about, well, could be for the title. Look here,
no. If you do it, don't do it for the title. But I think they already said it. I think it's already said.
I mean, they gotta make it a marquee match. So that's they gotta make it a, especially for the Prince of Saudi Arabia. He likes marquee matches that are attractive. And that's gonna pull the crowd in,
and this kind of reason why I get what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, but he comes out and he's talking about just one knockout. Just all I need is a chance, and then Paul Heyman returns,
which was great,
and he comes down with the Usos, Solo, and my boy Sami Zayn, the fourth son. I'm gonna put some respect on Sami Zayn, the fourth son.
I'm gonna give it to Sami, man. Sami is that one homeboy, knowing good and well he don't fit in with the crowd, but he gonna fake it till you make it. I'm gonna give Sami props, man.
Him with this storyline has been gold.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. To me, it's one of the highlights of Smackdown. Just seeing what they're gonna do this week.
Mm-hmm. Him and Jay beefing.
Oh my goodness.
Jay laugh every time something bad happened to him.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Show you how things work around here.
Yeah.
And that all leads into a match with Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet
versus Sami Zayn. It was the first match, which they're doing that a lot in the Triple H era. You remember I was talking about last week when I was talking about how a segment leads into a match. They don't like you either. Fight right now. Match. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing that a lot, but you know what? Here, I kind of dug it. Yeah. I'm not mad here.
I mean, it made sense. He came out, made the save. Let's figure it out. What we doing?
Yeah.
It made sense. And the match wasn't bad.
And I like the match because to me, with two guys like that can work in the ring like that with Ricochet and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I knew the match was gonna be bad. The ending, Jay Uso going distracting the ref while Sami trying to get that pin, and then what do you think about that ending? By the way, with Ricochet winning from that ending, Jay Uso interfering, Sami Zayn getting mad, going outside, asking Jay, "What's your problem?"
It plants to see that they don't trust. All of them are on board with Sami. It plants to see that could make Sami's quote unquote allegiance with the bloodline weaken. And I mean, it leaves multiple outlets because Sami could actually combine into an outside source. Man, they treat me like this, and everybody know who that source could be. That could rekindle an old friendship. That could turn into a whole nother situation.
Yes, sir.
That which is a potential squad that could dethrone.
Yeah.
The tag team champions.
Yeah.
And everybody know that's KO. But I don't know. It just leaves a lot open and a lot to the imagination. They could go anywhere they want to go. Just by the way, it's so well written right now.
Yeah.
They could go anywhere. But again, as long as they keep the same, what am I looking for? The same direction that they have now.
Okay.
Keep that same direction. And just keep compelling long-term storytelling. Keep that going. And I believe it's going to be good. I believe whatever they end up with, wherever this ends, it's going to be good. Because at some point, Sami is leaving the bloodline by force or by choice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, I'm liking the Jay Uso, Sami Zayn issue because they have been pushing that issue that Jay has been having a little problem with Sami Zayn for the last couple of weeks. So I do like it that it got to a head. Yeah. So I just want to see where they go in this direction. Madcap Moss also made his entrance with a steel chair to support Ricochet and Logan since Moss will be facing Solo Sikoa later on in the show. And then you go to
change his name.
Then you go to hey man, Solo, man.
No, not Solo, Madcap.
Oh man,
change his name.
We'll get around to it. What was his name in NXT?
It was Riddick Moss.
Oh yeah, Riddick Moss. Yeah,
and he had the tag team with Sabatelli. I think that's how he said his name. And they were like the money team or whatever. I mean, that was a squad. You had yoked up pretty boys with money doing what they do. It was a simple formula, but it worked.
Now Pretty Deadly does that in a way. I'm kidding around. So Karrion Kross and Scarlett,
no boy.
Karrion Kross and Scarlett was backstage, and he gave a promo about how he took out Drew McIntyre last week, which, you know, he choked him out, and then it went to like black and white. You know, you're watching like some on old TV.
I like that effect.
I actually do too. But you know,
it creates his own atmosphere.
Exactly.
I like it.
Pretty much telling Drew McIntyre, you know, he don't let nothing go, and TikTok, you know the drill. You know the drill.
I love it. This is further. Hopefully, people, the true fans don't forget, but they doing everything in their power to make this version of Karrion Kross worth watching.
I like it.
And I'm giving it a chance. I'm giving it a chance.
I like it.
Let's see where it goes.
Okay. So the Maximum Male models, you know, they're in the ring and telling us that, you know, they're in LA, and then it was kind of weird. Did you hear that? Like, he's like, we're near LA, and then some people start chanting LA Night, you know, so that's it.
Yeah. Rumor has it, it might be happening.
Yeah. And then, you know, Maxine told him to get on with the show. And so, you know, you had Messi. You had Messi and Mansoor come out and look like they were going to school, and some the tightest clothes in the world.
Bruh.
Dude.
If one of them sneezed,
dude,
it would have been a malfunction.
Dude. Especially Messi. Like, dude, you too big, man.
Too big to be walking around in tight drawers.
Anyway. Braun Strowman music comes on, and they get just ramrolled. Like, they just get, you know, ran over.
It was like a real horror movie. Like, the dude was walking, and you see this big monster just come behind him. That was the perfect camera angle. That was hilarious. I think LA Knight, it's time. Give it to Maxine.
Yeah,
let her do her thing.
Yeah, please.
LA Knight, do your thing.
We need you back.
Yes.
Also, in the midst of all that, after he destroyed your boys, the Maximum Male model, you know, Alpha Academy come from behind and tried to hit him, and then your boy Otis kind of gets the better of him, hits her with a slam.
I love it.
You know, they walk out. My boy Braun Strowman gets up like he came from 97.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. I was like, did he just sit up?
Like came from 97. And, you know, the segment kind of ended. You know, they stare at each other. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that Alpha Academy got some kind of, you know, offense in.
Yeah, because they were starting to come off as jobbers.
I like Otis getting it. Like, that's a good favor. And I also did, like, he was only down for like a couple seconds. He got up. Yeah. Because some people consider it no selling, but I liked it. Like, because he did sell for Otis, like, especially when he was in the corner turnbuckle and Otis was like splashing him. Yeah. And then he was able to slam him. So I did like that. But it also do show Braun as a monster among men. Yeah. That he got up like that. So I actually like that segment.
They're going to have to do, it shows they're going to have to do more to him. And I don't know if y'all remember, was it Extreme Rules? When they, like, literally buried Braun in chairs, like, everybody teamed up on Braun. I think this was Extreme Rules. Mm-hmm. I can't pinpoint the year exactly, but I do remember, and this was back in the midst of the end of Braun's push, and he was still, you know, ripping off doors and all of that, and they had to beat him down and bury him in chairs, which he still came out of. Yeah. But I think that they're taking that concept and they're gonna stick to it solid this time, but they're cranking it up a notch because the presentation is better. And I just think this Braun Strowman, as far as being in a title picture, possibly could be taken a lot more seriously.
Yeah, But I think this is what they're gonna work up to. Roman Reigns versus Braun. Think so?
I can see it, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not yet. I don't want to see it.
No,
yet.
I'm not saying not yet. I'm talking about like kind of going toward Royal Rumble.
But I wouldn't want to waste it. I would have him fight Roman after Roman's been weakened. Like after, because we still want Dwayne to come through and do his thing. So I don't know, because at that point, if you still gonna push Roman,
so how you gonna keep Roman and Braun Strowman apart for like 6 months? I don't think you can do it.
You gotta think about it. How many years did it take for Shawn Michaels and Undertaker to fight for the first time? And they was in WWE forever.
That's true, but it's a different era though.
It's a different era, but think about it. Just as you get to that point, the draft happens.
Okay.
So it's like you shake it up again.
Okay.
But it's kind of weird because Braun bouncing around on both shows. But you get him tangled up with somebody over here, get him tangled up with somebody over here. He can avoid Roman for as long as possible. But that way you don't make Braun look weak because you don't have to feed him to Roman. And you don't make Roman look weak because you got to feed him to Braun.
Gotcha.
So,
all right. So, Damage Control comes out and they show JoJo Siwa. All right, I guess.
Which is funny because that's, if y'all remember the old Bailey was a knockoff.
Pretty much.
Of JoJo.
Especially with the... don't remind me, man.
the hugger. Slim hugger. She was a straight knockoff of JoJo. Oh. So it was kind of funny that they showed her as Bailey was coming out.
So they come out and talk about how they put Lee on the shelf. And you know what I'm saying? They destroy Raquel and them. And then Raquel Rodriguez comes out and says, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all just bullied me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. First of all, how do you like Damage Control so far?
I think Damage Control had a lot of potential as they come into their own as a unit. I mean, it's kind of like any other trio or any other stable. Once they get together, they got to find what's going to be their footing. And I think the name and the brand is one thing. Okay, we got what the direction we want to go with Damage Control. Mm-hmm. We got a purpose. Of course, like all factions, they want all the gold. Mm-hmm. And right now, EO, they captured it on Monday. Mm-hmm. So they got the gold right now. EO and Dakota got the gold. Next, they're going to have to put some gold on Bailey to make them, you know.
You know what that means, don't you?
She could be on Smackdown overall.
Hold on.
No.
Hold up.
No.
So you don't want her to take Bianca's belt?
No, it ain't time for Bianca.
It's time.
No.
It's time. We tired of Bianca coming out here stunting and her little designer stuff.
Oh, don't be hating because she custom.
Whatever.
Nature Boy did it for how long?
I don't care. She ain't the Nature Boy.
What? Woo! She gotta be the Nature Boy. But you know what?
Whatever, man. Take that belt off Bianca Belair. That's all I got.
Take it off Liv Morgan. How about that?
Ronda at a string rule.
Okay, that's true.
Get ahead of the plot here. Get ahead of the show.
No, I'm just saying. That's the goal Bailey need to go for. Either Liv or Ronda. Whoever wins.
Anyway. That gets into a match that leads into a match, Bailey versus Raquel Rodriguez, with Bailey getting the win. And after the win, you know, they tried to beat up on Raquel some more, and then Shotzi makes the save.
Of all people.
And I also heard a rumor that, you know, she getting her tank back.
Oh. They better give her back that little Hot Wheels tank.
Yeah. They gonna give her that tank back, buddy.
That little tank that shoot the NBA t-shirts in the game.
Yes, sir.
Look here, man. Shotzi in NXT, I remember they were trying to push Shotzi to the moon. And I don't know. I'm trying to get into her character. To me, I just haven't connected with it yet. And that's just probably just me. I don't know.
You're talking about Shotzi, right?
Yeah, Shotzi. It didn't do it for me.
Well, I mean, she was just a girl who wore green and came out in the tank.
Yeah, she was the punk rock chick. And, you know, she's the punk rock alternative chick. And I believe she is Latino, correct? I believe she's Latina.
Is she?
I think she's Latina.
I don't know. Cause I ain't no Seth Rollins from Puerto Rico either.
Yeah.
I had to read up on that. So
yeah, she's Latina. Right. And she's the punk rock chick, alternative, make her own roots. Remember they teamed up with Ember Moon?
Yeah.
And they were like wearing the skulls and all that stuff. So I get the rebel attitude. But again, the character just don't. It don't do it.
Maybe you like the character when the tank comes back. Anyway,
forget the charge up battery.
Hey man, she's a no limit soldier. Anyway,
do we need to bring up that history in the game?
Okay, so the Ronda Rousey interview coming up, and it was kind of short and sweet, and I kind of liked it that way. And
because she don't need to talk too much.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. It was short, sweet, to the point with her and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan pretty much said, you know, you don't respect me. Well, I got to earn your respect, and our match at Extreme Rules is going to be an Extreme Rules match. And Ronda Rousey pretty much said, okay, this your funeral, and she left. Short, sweet, to the point. We know you got an Extreme Rules match coming up for the women's belt in an Extreme Rules match. Like I said, I know the pay-per-view is called Extreme Rules too. Yep. So it kind of confusing me a little bit. But we know that's coming up. There's going to be an Extreme Rules match. And I swear they better not have Liv Morgan win this match. I swear they better not.
Well, you know what I smell coming. What? Unless it's just me, and I said it here first. Ronda Rousey wins. Not only do they beat the snot, and notice I said they beat the snot out of Liv Morgan, with the assistance of the one and only Shayna Baszler.
Okay, yeah.
Because they've been planting seeds for that for weeks. She trying to bring out the monster in Shayna Baszler. And if you notice, when Shayna Baszler been on TV as a recent, she been going a little bit too far in all her matches.
Yeah.
So, woo, if you make that a squad, and I mean, even had them go after the tag titles at some point down the road, that's another tag team that could go. They want to strengthen the women's tag team division. There you go, right there.
All right. After that, Drew McIntyre sat up on the announcer table and called Karrion Kross a coward. And, you know, called him a coward for jumping him from behind and said he doesn't have the balls to face him like a man. And he told Karrion Kross, you know, you should fear 3, 2, 1, lights out. And then the crowd cheered and that was it.
Yeah, nothing happened. It was a CM Punk Adam Page moment. One called somebody else out that ain't in the building. And nothing.
All right. So we go backstage with Solo with his brothers, and the gist of it is Solo just wanted Sami Zayn to come out. He didn't want the brothers to come out. Just wanted Sami Zayn. How you feel about that?
You know what? When they did that, I was like, something about to happen to Sami. I'm just waiting on it. I know it may not happen right now, but it's like something gonna happen to Sami. That's just in the back of my mind all the time. Because, no, I want you. It's like, what danger you about to put him in?
Okay, and before we talk about this match, how do you feel about the NXT North American title being defended on Smackdown?
I'm mixed on it.
I don't know, because AEW can have the IWGP title, Ring of Honor title, AAA title, all been defended on Dynamite every week.
I think that's their way of...
What's wrong with the NXT? Because somebody was saying something about it on Facebook, and I kind of comment. And I usually don't comment on stuff like that. But I asked him, like, do you mind the Ring of Honor championships being defended on AEW? He was like, no. So what's wrong with the NXT? Because AEW having the IWGP, New Japan, I don't think it's the same crap. But IWGP, AAA,
tell us how you really feel.
Ring of Honor, Impact, all them titles have been defended on AEW. Am I right?
That's true. And really, honestly and truly, if you look at NXT, that's kind of been Triple H's philosophy with NXT, because the UK title was defended on American soil. Yeah. The American titles were defended on UK soil. Yeah. And now he has the freedom to kind of do that.
I also think what's about to happen is what they're kind of building to a couple years ago, but I think they whiffed on it, which is I think Triple H is about to treat NXT as a third brand.
It needs to be.
Like, you remember when they did the Survivor Series NXT, and then they kind of didn't do it. They didn't do it again because Vince didn't really believe in like NXT like that. But I think Triple H and them about to have NXT as a third brand.
And once they get everybody on the NXT roster to a believable, and I stress this because they do have some stars on that brand just waiting to hatch.
Mandy Rose, my queen.
Mandy Rose,
my queen,
she went back in the oven to bake some more.
And she came out and it's phenomenal. Look, think about Mandy Rose where she was at 2 years ago.
That's true. Yeah, Mandy has come a long way. They sent her back to bake, and she then came back, and I give her props. You got people like her. You got people like my boy Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Braun Breaker. You have stars on that brand just waiting to hatch. So maybe, just maybe, them switching titles around, showing up on different shows to put more eyes on the brand.
Exactly.
And then more people will know them. And I mean, once you get on the level of being a third brand, you can kind of do what you want to do at that point.
And I like I said, like third, like they're gonna treat it as a third brand. And so, what better way to show that our brand is important too than having an NXT North American title defended on SmackDown?
Yeah,
by one of the members of the Bloodline.
The only reason I wasn't too happy about this match, because you know good and well, Solo was not about to lose to Madcap. Even though Madcap has the look of a potential future main eventer, right now, first of all, that name. We can do something with that name.
Let it go.
It's gotta change.
Let it go. When they change Doudrop name and Nikki ASH, then we get the Madcap. All right.
Oh, they definitely got to change, which I believe that's coming. Right. I believe we getting Piper Niven and Nikki Cross.
All right,
it's coming.
Well, the end of this match, like the match to me was okay. The end of this match, the ending, you know, Sami Zayn interferes, Madcap chases him. Sami Zayn get in the ring and Solo super kicks him for the 1, 2, 3, and that's what's up. And so the ending was okay to me. It was, yeah,
it's alright. I mean, it's what you expect from, and I think that's what they're gonna go by with progressing the storyline. Well, okay, you know, Sami good with me. This could be Solo talking. Sami good with me because he had my back during the match. I trusted him. He interfered. He did what he was supposed to do. So the match turned out what you would expect from having outside interference.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Okay. So they plugged the Roman Reigns Logan Paul press conference in Vegas. That happened earlier today. We got the match that we talked about earlier on this podcast about Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. They plugged that press conference. And next week on SmackDown, it's going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, by the way. Roman Reigns is coming back. And you got Braun Strowman versus Otis next week.
That I'm actually looking forward to, because I want them to give Otis... I want them to let Otis shine. Because I don't know if all y'all watched the combine that they used to do in NXT. It was long. It was like 3-4 hours. And it was basically everybody working out. But Otis is one of the strongest men on that roster. When they say tree trunk, that boy is a beast. Him and Big E was right there benching and squatting the same thing. So I want them to showcase that. Let him throw Strowman around and give him a fight. I don't want to see a squash. I don't want that.
Okay, I'm down. So we'll find out about that next week. So time for the main event. It is the Fatal 4-Way match. Hit Row came up next. Hit Row. Well, Hit Row made their entrance first. You know, and then the New Day comes in with Kofi and Xavier Woods. By the way, the Viking Raiders wasn't there in that match because apparently one of them got a foot injury.
Yep. Already.
Sucks.
Right in the middle of a push.
And then Emporium came in with Gunther, coming in with them. And then the Brawling Brutes with Sheamus.
You know, and can we say Pete Dunne and Butch now are split personalities. No, I would say they split because I think he's half Dunne, half Butch now.
Okay.
If you look at his appearance, how it's slowly changing, but he still acts like Butch in a way, but I think it's split now.
Okay. So the Brawling Brutes won the match. Emporium actually had the match won. Imperium had the match won, and Ridge threw Kaiser he threw out?
Mm-hmm.
Threw him out the ring and stole their victory.
Yeah, because they finished off. You know what? This match had a lot of good spots. My only gripe, because I don't mind the Brutes winning. My only gripe is the New Day taking the pin.
Yeah.
I was not okay with that.
Why not?
Because I feel like the New Day... Now, don't get me wrong. They've done everything they could possibly do as the New Day.
I don't mind it because, like you just said, but it's not going to hurt them. They're the New Day.
Yeah, but they've been taking they've been
good.
They've been going down a lot lately.
Good.
Look, man, you think about it. Viking Raiders took them out. Mm-hmm. They come back to this triumphant, we back, we gonna do this. They get beat down in the Viking match.
Well, the rumor is that New Day and the Usos are supposed to be fighting Extreme Rules. So I don't know how they're gonna get there, but that's the rumor.
I don't have to see that again right now. I love when they face each other, but the past 3-4 times they done fought the Usos, New Day didn't get, since the Bloodline's been a thing, New Day's lost. But if you go back to 2016, 2017, they was basically shuffling the titles back and forth.
Yeah. So just don't get all rated R like your boy Xavier Woods. I still love that rap battle. But that was the end of SmackDown. What do you rate the show from 1 being lowest, 10 being the highest?
Overall, I would actually give this show an 8.
I'm about to say an 8 too.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Yeah, 8. I give it an 8. Like it was a good show from start to finish. From the talking segments to the matches, everything was solid to me.
And the talking segments led to stuff, whether it was a match or advancing the storyline.
Yeah, except for Drew. Well, it advanced the storyline.
It advances the storyline.
It left me wanting more because I was just kind of, so what happens next?
Nothing. The storyline. No, it's good. You don't have to have everything happen. It's good.
And shout out to Paul Heyman, hilariously knocking over Michael Cole's. What was this? A coffee or a soda? And he got mad. Paul Heyman turned around. Oh, really? And it dumped it even more. That wasn't on the script.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was SmackDown. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoyed the show.
Of course. And we're going to keep giving y'all us. That's why we here.
I still love pro wrestling. ... I think.
Don't forget the 3 dots.
Let's don't forget the 3 dots.
It's your boy Tez.
And your boy CL Cool.
And I guess we will see y'all. We out.